dressing of wasabi, little white wine, and melon, and it's garnished with macadamia nuts and the melon balls. And at a whim, someone yelled out bacon, so we had it, so we put bacon on the salad. Just for our fans, we put bacon. And then I can't see what that is Kevin's.
The pasta, the sea bass pasta is cooked with chive and white grape pasta. Blood orange sauce with dill and seared sea bass, sauteed sea bass.
On the main entree course is the marlin on fingerling potatoes, and the marlin is coated with cinnamon, cumin, cayenne, and a little coriander, and with pecans, brown butter, and then we caramelize some red peppers and chorizo.
Steve,
And
one
then
more.
we had a surprise from Kevin.
Steve,
The last course is raw ahi tuna. The sauce is, oh man, it seems like forever ago. The sauce is mascarpone, Chinese mustard, and sake. And on top we have caramelized ginger and brown sugar.
Ken, there are two ways to look at how we do this. Each chef has their opportunity to look at this in a different way. The first point of view is, if I go first, my food is still in great shape and I can do a great job presenting. The second is, if I go second, I have the opportunity to have the last impression. So I don't know which is best, but I know it's worked twice in a row, so we'll see what happens. Jared's coming up to explain to the judges the presentation of his 5 dishes.
Okay, so on this first course, we have red beet ravioli. The ravioli skins are marinated in balsamic and maple syrup. It's in between, there's tuna tartare, a little avocado puree, fresh orange segments, and lemon almond cream on top. And lemon almond cream is just a puree of almonds, lemon, and a little water. And it's kind of like a lemon pie almost flavor to it. It's nice. A nice little citrus with the beets. So this one is a miso and orange marinated shiitake mushroom burger with marlin. It's a marlin burger with a little bit of tomato and some little wasabi mayonnaise. It's a little different than mayonnaise, but for this is fine. But some fresh greens and daikon fries with red pepper ketchup. This next one is blackened sea bass with cilantro yogurt sauce, mango chutney, and a cauliflower mashed potato. It's cauliflower with macadamia nuts pureed. Gives it the mashed potato look, but it's different than mashed potatoes. Cilantro yogurt. This is marlin. This is marlin wrapped in puff pastry, topped with a little mushroom duxelle, ricotta cheese, and underneath it is a fennel and leek puree. and that's a balsamic fig demi-glace, a little basil oil. Just basil oil, yeah. And the demi-glace on that is just, it's demi-glace is like you'd say a meat, like for meat, but it doesn't have the veal stock in it. It's just balsamic and figs pureed. But it has that pungentness and that bite that you'd have, like the flavor, the meatiness that you would have in a demi-glace. That's a fennel and leek puree. Okay, and then this is beet noodles. These are beet noodles. This is dessert, kind of. Beet noodles. It's topped with sushi roll, ahi tuna sushi roll. But the rice is not rice, it's jicama rice. I pureed the jicama, strained all the juice out of it to dry it, and then added honey and salt and a little rice wine vinegar, just like you would for sushi rice. And I use that in place of that. And tuna, green onions, avocado, and carrot. And then I topped it with crystallized ginger sorbet, but the sorbet melted. So, melted before it came up. So.
All right, thank you, Jared.
So the judges are trying the first dish. We're going to ask the judges some questions about what they're doing, and we expect them to be brutally honest. Curtis, your thoughts?
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever eaten in my whole life.
Apparently, it's a beautiful thing.
But bring me the next plate, please. Yeah.
What do you think, Bev?
My bass is a little dry, frankly. I love the sauce with it. I like the flavor of the chives. I think it complements the bass. It doesn't fight with it. I like the presentation with the radicchio. I think you needed that bright color. So, thank you.
Well, my fellow judges, I'm just so doggone hungry after watching this whole thing that you could put a shoe in front of me and I think it'd be good. This is excellent, though. Very nice. Mine is not dry. It's very, just very nice, and the sauce is excellent. Presentation is very good, so we're off to an excellent start, in my opinion.
I was going to clear his plate, but he won't let me. Curtis, what do you think?
My mother.
Oh, no. Naturally, I get him right while he's got his mouth full.
It's got bacon.
It's one of the rules we live by. Everything is better with bacon.
You ain't kidding.
The tuna's great, perfectly cooked. Love the bacon. Liked everything individually. I kind of felt that maybe there was just too much going on the plate, and I kind of didn't know which one to taste. I think I would have liked it a little bit more simple.
Bacon. No, this is just great. I can understand there's a lot going on here, but I find the melon and the macadamia go quite well. And I wouldn't have thought that going into this, but I think it works real well together. Nice job.
What a great country we live in. there's 650 people watching 3 people eat.
The flavors are amazing. This is tough because this would come out piping hot, and in this sort of a setting, it's not as great as it would be coming out of your kitchen because it's cooler. It's been allowed to cool down. I don't know much about competitions, but I think that's not your fault. I like it. I think the flavors are great. The pasta's beautiful. I haven't gotten to the blood orange yet. Come back to me.
I think the pasta's fabulous. You need to put it on your menu. It's great. It's al dente, and it's got great flavor. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
You know, I have to echo what was said. 650 people watching people eat. Is this a great city or what? Yeah. There we go. You know, what is on the pasta? What all is on there? The sauce. I knew there was garlic in there. God bless you. No, I think it's very, very nice all the way around. I was watching you make the pasta, and I was really interested in how it turned out, and it's first rate.
Thank you, Mayor. An excellent point has just been made. When you watch Iron Chef on television, they have this thing called editing. What you're watching is live, it's raw, it's fun, and this is the way it really happens. So please forgive the little pauses. Oh, by the way, it's not in Boise, Idaho either, so this is ours.
That's a great combination. That's killing me. The potatoes, I'm from Idaho. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm from Idaho. And that's a good place to start. But the combination, there's sweet, there's the cinnamon. That's working for me. That's it. So far, that's the one for me. But I don't know about Bev.
Let's find out about Bev.
Okay, I'm ready to adopt you. Yeah. This is over the moon. This is over the moon.
You just want to go like this, don't you?
Yeah, you do. The thing is, with this dish, you have to eat it all together because there are so many different layers of flavor, but together, it's just smashing.
Well, you start out with potatoes and chorizo, and you're halfway home with me right there. I got to say, the Cayenne threw me off a little bit, but together, I have to agree with other judges. This is really an interesting combination. While I was a little concerned, I think it works quite well. Very, very nice.
And we have one more dish.
As fun as it is watching all this stuff made over the course of the hour, it's really difficult standing this close to it and looking at it. It looks incredible, doesn't it?
I don't care about germs. I just want to bite of that.
And then they whisk it away.
Remind us, Steve, what was in the sauce, the creme fraiche?
It was mascarpone, sake, and Japanese or Chinese mustard.
What do you think, Mayor?
Well, real change of pace, some strong flavors in quite a bit different presentation. Pretty powerful stuff. So, but I like it as the final touch. So, I'm also impressed.
Simple presentation, looks good. I think the sauce was just between the harsh wasabi sauce and the ginger. It just was a little overpowering for me in terms of tasting the fish, but it was a creative blend, no doubt, no doubt.
It was like dessert for me. It worked.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have judged Steve Rhodes' 5 dishes. And now, Jared Couch.
Here comes Jared's.
Well, it's a very impressive presentation, very nice looking dish. I do have a little bit of caution. I'm not the biggest beet fan in the world, even with a name like Beeter. But it is an interesting flavor.
So I'm not running for re-election. No, I'm just kidding, Dave. This is not my favorite one that you've made, Jared. The flavors are so diverse, I'm having trouble getting a unified taste out of them. But it's a gorgeous presentation.
I'm kind of there, too. I think it's lovely. It's beautiful. I'm not sure what the flavor is that I'm grabbing onto yet. I'm sorry. But I have a feeling there's more to come.
But he ate most of it anyway.
I'm eating it.
Are we ready with our next dish?
You know, I got to say, I looked at this. The presentation is very creative. I was a little doubtful that the taste would be as good as it looks, and this is excellent. This is just first rate. Very, very nice. This is also good, but you shine on this part here, so I'm sure impressed with that.
Now we're back to normal. This was fabulous. The texture of the fish complemented the crispy daikon fries. The sauce on the fries were wonderful. Nothing overwhelmed each other. This is good.
I want to adopt you now, too. That's what's weird. That's weird, right? That's beautiful. I mean, it's really great looking. It's cute, and then it doesn't taste cute. It tastes fantastic. What's the sauce on the daikon fries? It's working. Red pepper ketchup.
Thank you, Curtis. So, Curtis, recording has its perks, apparently. What's your first Iron Chef competition like?
I'm really enjoying. I mean, I'm in awe of these guys. We are very, very lucky here in the Treasure Valley to have these people making food for us. I'm sorry, but I go all over the world. This is fantastic food. I eat a lot.
Obviously, Chef Jared is taking great care to make sure that his product is hot. And I believe we're ready on the third course.
Okay, real quick, before you guys eat this, obviously this is cauliflower and macadamia nut mashed potatoes. You set it to the side, that way you can taste it separately. It's unique. I wanted to make sure that you tasted that separately. And so it's blackened sea bass, mango chutney, cilantro yogurt, carrot paint, and cauliflower macadamia nut mashed potatoes.
Thank you, Jared.
This is a great dish. Good presentation. The bass is cooked beautifully. It's crispy on the outside, nice and moist on the inside. The mango chutney is fresh, sweet, got a kick to it, complements the bass, and cauliflower never tasted so good to me.
This gives cauliflower a good name, I've got to say. I'm not the biggest cauliflower fan, and this is excellent, first rate. This is also very good. I'm so impressed with the cauliflower that it outshines the other dish a bit, but they're both very good.
I tried the fish first, and it kind of jumped out. Without the mango, it didn't work, but the mango really makes the flavor kick in. It's gorgeous. This is lovely. And the cauliflower, you're right, it gives cauliflower a very good name. And frankly, I thought it had a good name to begin with. So that's nice. Really good.
Thank you, Curtis.
This one right here is like a beef Wellington. Again, it's with the marlin. It's like a play on that with the mushroom duxelle in the center, the ricotta cheese, the balsamic and fig and basil oil, and the fennel and leek puree. It all goes good. It's Italian kind of flavor there.
Thank you, Jared.
I like the pastry and the mushroom and the fish in itself. I thought the ricotta was a little bit gratuitous. Be quiet. I'm being serious up here.
I know, I'm with you. It's gratuitous.
The presentation is just out of this world. It really is. Love the fig puree. The balsamic is just a little too much for me. I think it kind of overwhelms it a little bit, but this is a fabulous dish overall.
I really like this an awful lot. I was waiting for the. I was watching the puff pastry, wondering what that was going to be. I'm a big leek fan, so that's a great one. I just find it works real well. This is as good as anything you've made, I think. I really like it.
I think the creme fraiche was, or the, what was it on top? It was gratuitous. You're right, Bev.
Okay, now understand that this is supposed to be dessert, kind of, in a way, kind of just because it's a palate cleanser. It's got this little bit of the sorbet on there. It's pungent. It'll cleanse your palate, and then it's got that fresh jicama rice in place of the rice.
It's very tasty. I like the excuse me, but I like the ballsiness of the jicama ground up as rice. Pardon me. I'm sorry. But I'm not crazy about jicama. Isn't that crazy? It's a little heavy. It's a little gingery for me. I think it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I mean, its presentation is heavy. It's great. Heavy, and that means good, Bev.
Okay. Or bad means good. Love the presentation. A little too heavy on the ginger for me. But I got to tell you both guys that I've been here for 31 years, and when I first moved to Boise, it was pretty slim pickings for restaurants. And you put things over the top. Both of you do. I thank you for being in Boise.
It looks very good, and it's interesting. I'm not overly impressed with it. So we've got a real horse race on our hands, I think. It's very, very close.
The judges are going to compile their scores now. Matt Gelsthorpe from the Co-op is going to take a look at those, and we will crown the Chef Supreme of Iron Chef 3, Boise. We have a decision with a score of 54-48. Chef Jared Couch has won the third count.
Silence of the sea, I don't